So we are going to continue now with the third part of this academic presentation. So we're going to look at academic essays. So we'll look at the essays and also the types. Now, the first thing we understand, what is an essay? So an academic essay in this case, it is a piece of writing that includes any of the following. One thing that it gets to include is answers to a question. So any writing that answers a question, that is an academic essay. It can also present a point of view in a clear and logical manner. What do you think about something? Maybe your point of view on the effects of coronavirus. Well, those might be something that you've seen. It might not be a point of view, but just something that you get to think about this certain something. So, what is your point? For example, regarding the end. What do you think about the end? And also can be supported by evidence from academic resources. So there's also need to be supported. It should have support documents. Remember, this is an academic essay. So as you get to write it, it should be supported. So it's supported by evidence from academic sources. If you are writing about this subject, you are writing about, let's say, reading skills. Make sure that you get to get evidence from academic information, and also is uses evidence to reason its argument. You don't just get to argue. You just don't present your ideas. You are also going to present your ideas as you are using evidence from maybe what you have seen, or from what you've been experiencing, from the facts that you've always known, or from reading. So make sure that there is evidence. That is an academic essay. And also academic essays encourage students to broaden their knowledge. So that is one thing they do. Academic essays encourage, one thing that they encourage, when you get to be a person who gets to involve in writing these things, you broaden your knowledge. That is one thing. That is because for you to be able to write, you need to make sure that you get to have a research. And that research is going to give you knowledge. So it broadens knowledge. That is one important thing about a question or a problem. And it also gets to respond to questions. So it gets to respond to questions using your own words. That is the importance. Or an academic essay, that is one thing that it gets to encourage. Responding to a question using your own words. And then also take a stand on their view. So an academic essay enables students, or just those who get to write it, to take a stand. What is your view? What do you think about a matter? You are going to be able to stand on that matter by being able to speak it out in writing, and also be able to raise more questions. When you get to write academic essays, you are going to be opening your mind. The mind gets to broaden, and as your knowledge, as we can see, the first thing there is broadening the knowledge. As the knowledge gets to broaden, there are a lot of questions that gets to come. So those raise questions, and these questions which are raised are what leads also to discovery. So that is one thing that the academic essays gets to support. So there are some characteristics of academic essays that we need to be familiar with, or something that we need to be able to know. So let's get to look at some of them. So these academic essays, characteristics that they should have. One thing that an academic essay always should be able to have, one characteristic, is what is your purpose of writing. Very, very important. You need to present your purpose of why you are writing. Apart from the purpose of why you are writing, what content are you going to present on? What's the content of what you are writing? And then what is the reader's expectation. So the one who will be reading your writing, what will be the expectation? So when it comes to the writer's purpose, here you get to describe what is your purpose. It can be to describe, it can be to discuss, it can be to analyze, it can be to evaluate or to clarify or to interpret. So that is your purpose. Maybe you want to evaluate something, you want to analyze something, you need to clarify a point that you brought out. So get to write an academic essay about a certain point that you need to clarify on. And on the content, now you look at the theories. What theories are there in your writing? Are there theories? What are the concepts which are present in your writing? And what are the facts? Make sure that every writing that you get to present has got facts, not just opinions. And what are your opinions? What do you think about it? Well, and don't present opinions as if they were facts. So you need to state their opinions, and then those which are facts, make sure that you get to state them. So these are some of the characteristics of essays. They have got theories, concept, facts, and opinions. And a lot of people have written essays on opinions, just which we might not even know they are just their opinions. That's why we need to be very, very careful when it comes to reading. But when it comes to academic writings, of course, they should be all facts. Alright, so when it comes to the reader's expectation, the expectation can be essays might be focused on the topic. They are expecting that everything that we get to write is topic focused. Apart from that, based on wide and critical reading, so you get to read critically, so that as you get to present your data, even the readers are going to discover more important things, critical things, not just from ideas. And also, there should be reasonable arguments. As you get to present a topic, as you get to present a point, is it reasonable? Are you able to believe it even yourself? Are you confident that this is making sense even yourself? At times we write things we even know, but even if I've written, I know I don't even know what I've written. So make sure that it is reasonable enough. And then it should be also completely presented and competently presented. Competent. So there should be just that zeal, that competence, that like that skill when you get to present these academic writings. That is very, very, very important. So those are some of the expectations from the readers. They want to read something that has been written from a competent heart. Now, what are the academic essay types? So let's get to look at the types of academic essays. The first type, descriptive. Some essays are there, they are descriptive essays. While others are expository. And others are argumentative. They can be argumentative or persuasive. Also, persuading at times seems as if it's an argument, because for you to persuade, you need to come with a force so that people can get your point that you're trying to bring out. It can also be narrative. Now, what is a descriptive essay? When you're talking about descriptive essay, this describes a subject. It can be a person, a place, or an event. So you just get to describe more. You want to talk more about Mwansa. So you want to talk more about him, his characteristics, just more about him. Or maybe you want to talk more about this traditional ceremony. You want to describe it more, what it is about, what kind of people attend, and what they do. What is the importance? So you talk more about it. That is description. And when it comes to expository, this explains a concept or a theory. When you want to explain a theory or a concept, you are going to write an expository essay. It's just a theory presenting that theory or a concept. And for an argument or persuasive essay, this presents an argument through reasoning and the use of evidence. So you just don't argue from nowhere. There is reasoning. There is your reason, and also there is evidence there which is present to be given. And then a narration is to tell a story about an event or incident. For example, the time when you are soaked, you get to describe that incident. So that is basically the types of essays which we have. Now, let's look at the stages. When you are preparing for an essay, what are some of the stages in essay preparation? One important thing as you get to prepare an essay is choose a topic. Very, very important. How do you get to write if you don't know what you want to write about? And also analyze the question and definite key terms. Okay, so if you get to choose a topic, maybe you can put the same topic in forms of a question. You reap what you sow. So you can put that in terms of a question, and then you get to analyze that question before you can even start to write about it. And then you can also get to explain some key terms in that question. What is to reap? What is to sow? Okay, you can talk about those things. So get to analyze the questions and also the key terms. Another thing is prepare an outline. An outline is also very, very important as you get to prepare an academic essay. So prepare an outline. How are you going to present your data? How are you going to make sure that the points get to flow? And also locate and evaluate sources. So evaluate sources. Where are you going to get the data to present on? Where are you going to get the information so that you can get some data that you are going to present on, so that you need to evaluate the sources of your data. You'll see where you're going to get some data. And also research or organize notes. So again, very important. This is also another stage. You need to make sure that you get to research after you've already found out where you're going to research. And also make now your final essay plan. So you present a plan. How are you going to be able to write this essay? And then write the rough draft. So make a draft of your essay. This should include the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. After you make a draft of your essay, you need to make sure that you proofread. So proofreading this, you just get to check on spellings, the grammar, and also the punctuations. And you also need to edit. Editing means you correct now the sentences, you correct the structure, the style, and just if there's anything that you need to cut or add. And then now you need to write the final draft after you have proofread and also corrected. So you write the final draft of your essay. After that, complete or finalize the references. So you need now to look at the references and citations. Very important for any academic writing, there should be references and citations. How do you just know? Maybe you've just gotten it from your brain. So there should be citations that are true and correctly cited using a right referencing method. And also now make a final draft completed and then submit. So these are the stages that you get to follow when you're writing an academic essay. First thing first, you can't submit before choosing a topic. So choose a topic, analyze the topic, analyze the questions and the key terms also in the topic, and make an outline. How are you going to present your data? What should be the flow? What point should come after what point? And then evaluate where are you going to get data so that you write on that subject. When you get where you're going to find the data, make a research, find the data, and then make a plan. How am I going to write? How am I going to present the data? If you make that plan now, make a draft and then proofread. And then make a final draft after proofreading and editing. Make references and then you can be able to submit. So that is on the stages of essay preparation. So when it comes to choosing a topic, consider the following: the topic that interests you, the ample resources and information. Make sure that you choose a topic that has got enough data, where you are going to find a lot of data, that is ample resources, and also a point that has got relevance to you, personally and also professionally. If you are a physician, or let me say a medical practitioner, write about something that has got importance to you professionally and also individually, and also the easiest for you to be able to handle. And then in analyzing the question, ensure you understand the issue or problem that must be addressed. What do you want to address? And also analyze the question according to. So when you are analyzing the question, just here, you need to analyze the question according to, first thing, direction words, and then analyzing the question according to the content words, and also their delimiting words, and also examples. Okay, now I'll just say it again. Choose a topic that is going to interest you personally and the profession. That's the first thing. And then analyze. Ensure you understand the issue or the problem that is at hand. And also, just in the analyzing, make sure that you analyze the question according to, first thing, direction words. Words that can tell you what to do with the topic. E.g., should you discuss, compare, or argue? So when you have got a topic, do you want to discuss about that topic, analyze, or discuss? I mean, discuss, narrate, or you want to compare or argue on that topic. So those words that are giving you directions, what you're supposed to do, look at them. So get to analyze them. And then you also have the content words. Content words, words that indicate the area on which the essay will focus. On where will be the focus of the essay? What will be the focus of the essay? Okay. So if you know what the focus of the essay is going to be on, then you can be able to write. So on the content, the subject areas of the topic, what to be the subject areas of the topic, like what to be the main thing of the essay, what is the essay trying to talk about. And then you can also look at the delimiting words to analyze the question and the terms. So delimiting words, words that limit the essay to a particular place, time, group, length. They tell the scope of boundaries of the essay. So these are words that will just limit to what extent can you write. Are you just limited in Zambia? Are you only limited maybe to a certain place? So look at those words. For example, discuss the effect of COVID-19 pandemic in the academic life of undergraduate natural sciences students in Zambia. 1,000 words. So you're only interested in the effect of COVID-19 on the what? Undergraduate students in Zambia. So not anywhere else. So these are limiting words. So the content word are the effect of COVID-19. So just in this discussion we have stated, discuss the effect of COVID-19. There is a content word. The content word there is the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. That's a content. So your writing is going to focus on the effect of COVID-19. And then so the content words are going to tell you the subject matter of the essay, as you've seen, the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. And then if you come to delimiting words, words that tell the boundaries of the essay, the academic life of the undergraduate natural science student in the University of Zambia, and the 1,000 words. So I want to write about the effect of COVID-19 on an undergraduate student at the University of Zambia, and only use 1,000 words. So the limiting words here, it is 1,000 words. You can't go beyond. Those are limiting you, and it is limiting you only to the University of Zambia. You can't speak about any other school. So anything that you want to talk about, it should be concentrated on the University of Zambia. So those are the limiting words. So that is the example that I've given here. All right. So now the direction, if you can, what was the direction of the statement? The example that I stated, discuss the effect of COVID-19 on the life of an undergraduate student at the University of Zambia in 1000 words. What is the direction word there? The direction word is discuss. That is what it's saying. Discuss the effect of. So we can see the question has got direction words. The question has got content words. The question has also delimiting words. Direction words, what do you really want to talk about? Is it to discuss or to argue or to explain or to narrate? Content, what are you going to focus on? Is it effect causes or just what do you want to focus about? And then delimiting words, how many words are you going to talk about? On which group of people are you concentrating? Which place? So that is the basic. Now another example of direction words, analyze. So you need to make sure that you get to